yes, she's not ready for a show. Yes, it's not real thick, but if I work this once a week between now and a show, that'll be thick and lush. And if you take it all the way naked, you can either get a sunburned head or the hair's all one length, so that when you do start to try to shape, you get holes. Right now we've got multiple layers going in there. Pull in front of the ears. The hardest part on pulling is this little section right in front of the ear here. Lots of ear powder in there will help minimize the pain on the dog and make your pulling a lot easier. It's a rosin so that it'll stick to your fingers and and it numbs and dries the coat up at the follicle level, makes it numb so that the dogs don't feel it as much. I'm a pet groomer, and I've had a few dogs react to ear powder, so be careful, test your dog first. If you feel the ear powder's a little harsh, I've created my own concoction here. 2 parts hard powder that we use for chalking at the shows.
What would be the R7?
No, harsh powder. I get mine at BioGroom. It's regular grooming chalk. And 1 part ear powder.
R7.
R7. I put it in my fingers this way. Put it wherever I want to be pulling. And it's wonderful. Now, if I'm a good girl, I'll keep this up once a week. Seeing as I'm starting a new business and working on some schnauzer clients. And she doesn't have a show to go to, but I might get her ready for a show. She only needs 6 points for a grand championship, so I might go ahead and take her and see if we can get her grand championship. And she's going to go around the house, and she's not going to be naked and bony or raw looking. And when I pull her coat for the show, we'll start right here at the occiput, and I'll pull it all down in and determine right at the back of the ear how hard I will be pulling the body coat. And you can see how long it's been since she was groomed. She's got these big, massive curls that I can just pull, 1 curl at a time. And I'm not going to start her right now because then she'll be in a patchwork quilt, and I don't have the time to strip her right now. But one day, this next week or 2, I will strip her out. Hey you, hey, back up. She looks a little puffy right here. She's not going to a show soon. I can thin that out. Always, if you're pulling some and leaving some, the new hair's coming in, you'll have a base underneath every single time you pull. You will have new hair coming in, old hair going out. Your dog will be in coat constantly. It's a huge theory about rotating a coat. When she's all dolled up for the show, and you put cholesterol in it and chalk in it and make it all beautiful, pull it forward, a little hairspray, a little cookie, cookie. You can see this line right here. This is where the cheek patch comes in. Now those of you with faces like hers that are all red, you have a harder time than those that have a beautiful white beard that will grow as long as a schnauzer's. Red-headed dogs, unfortunately, don't do that. But our breed standard doesn't say that it has to be super long either.
What do you have?
But it is usually thicker.
I think she's eating her hair again.
Maybe just here, maybe a rock. And it might be even worse, it might be an acorn.
Excuse me.
Pull this level underneath the lip.
Anything now? Oh, it was here. So don't do that again.
It's about all I'll do right now. Should be able to comb it forward, and I should be able to comb it backwards.
What about the hair that falls above the, nose there? Should you do any trimming on that?
You don't want it to fall down over the top of the nostril, so that it gets into the nostril. But since the style and trend is to have an extra long fox terrier head, it adds length. Lakeland people take it and trim it right off.
I've been noticing that with some wire people.
Well, if their heads are too long, you might have to use it as an illusion for shortening the head some.
But if your dog's head is already short, then you want to...
Yeah, you want to use that to your advantage. It's a matter of styling. Where's my squeaky toy? In here, and I think it got eaten. I do not see it. Yes, I do. Always play with them when they're on the table. Her ears could go more naked, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll go outside and play. This bone right here is the bone that you should be concerned about keeping as short as you can, the very shortest part
But not bald.
on the dog's head.
But you don't want it,
I don't want bald because I cannot adjust things around it. If that's real short and bald, then this has to be even shorter too. Now I might want to leave hair up here to adjust for the head. I have a beautiful head on this bitch. I don't really have to do it. But for those people who have heavy eyebrows or heavy occiput or are down in face like that, if you pull them way down and they scoop off the back, you need padding. You need hair to style and sculpt with. This is an artist's rendition of a living canvas picture of a wire fox terrier. You want to play with my